So, click the link that's in your directions, the one that says greet.esinl, and then on the sidebar here, you'll see that it says WTW Calculator, so just hit that. And then once it pops up, you'll see that there's a new user form, so you just fill that out. I'm filling it out with impersonal details that are still relatively accurate. But well to wake, WTW stands for well to wake, which you'll learn about more in the rest of your activity. You would put in whatever school you're from in affiliation instead of Argonne. And then sometimes it takes a second to load. It is a large file that they're preparing for you to download. But once this pops up, you just hit download the Greek WTW calculator. Again, it takes a while. Very large file. And then you just open it. You might need to, you'll see in a second, but you might need to hit enable editing up there in that yellow. I know I do. And then you might also have to hit enable macros like I just did here. Okay, well now you're on the home page. You will see that there's on-road here, pre-selected, but you can just click that to get rid of it, and then you hit jet, because we are looking at jet fuel. And then for your activity, you'll hit conventional jet. And before you do that, just double check that it is on greenhouse gas for now, and that the units next to that will self-populate depending on what metric you decide. So I hit conventional, then I hit conventional crude, and then you hit FT jet so you can get to corn stover, and then you hit HEFA so you can get to camelina. Okay, now that you have those selected, you can see that this graph shows up with each of the different fuel sources labeled. You can see that there's well to pump, pump to wake, well to wake as well. You can also copy this graph to use in your PowerPoint if you want to. So you just hit, for Windows users, you would do right-click copy and then go to your PowerPoint like I'm doing here. And then on whatever slide you want, you would just hit paste. So let this pop up real quick. And there, it just pops up just like that. Which is really useful for the presentations you will create for this activity. But yeah, now that that's done, you can also select, you can also hover over these different things to get specific numerical data. And then if you go to selected data, you can get the data table with all the numerical data on it, which you can use this as well to create your own graphs if you wanted to. You go back to the front page and you can also change the metric to go from greenhouse gas to any of these other options. So let's just pick OC total if it clicks. Okay, maybe not OC total, CO total. And you'll see that the unit displayed is automatically updating. And then if you go back to selected data, you'll see that this metric changed automatically.